Hello, hello. It is Kitchen Counter Oracle with a full moon energy check in. It is on the 15th, which is this Friday. And I keep wanting to say, Good morning, Vietnam. Don't ask me why. I could have a Vietnam vet in the building. Oh, God. Who do I want to start with? Fire, let's get you out the way first. This could be you, this could be the cross watcher. I am not responsible for your personal, financial, medical. Basically, I'm not responsible for anything you decide to do according to this reading. We are all adults over here. The fact that I need to reiterate heavily the disclaimers, even though they're in the description boxes, says a lot. Somebody here just understands what they want to understand. And people are constantly proven time and time again to understand according to their level of perception here. So somebody is either missing a perspective or they're just voluntarily obtuse. Time will tell which one you are. Lord. It's rare I see a stubborn, pig-headed fire sign. The feminine energy in that element is usually more agreeable than the masculine energy. But when you have somebody that is in heavy masculine energy, they're convinced they're right. They know it all. They've studied this, they've studied that, but here comes natural talent. Somebody here got in, like, somebody here has been studying and studying and studying for years, whereas somebody on the scene is on the scene with natural talent. They have the spiritual knowledge without cracking a book, and so on down that line. They're a little more in touch with their bloodline, and so on down that line, and it's going to trigger some people who have a similar type of lineage and stuff like that. But if it's your purpose, it's your purpose. There's nothing wrong with educating yourself, but being awakened is something else entirely. Somebody here fancies the idea of being chosen. They fancy the idea of being awakened, but the truth is they are enlightened. They are not meant to be a spiritual leader, a guru, and so on down that line. There's nothing wrong with gaining wisdom and stuff like that. But to sit here and try to knock a person whose purpose is to lead, like to sit there and try to knock a leader off their purpose because you don't agree, you think it should be you and stuff like that, you really cruising for a bruising. You're really cruising for it. And at some point, we all get chin checked. We all do. Somebody here has a couple of things they need to heal in regards to like social acceptance and stuff like that. This could be a distorted Leo, male or female, regardless of where those placement is in their chart. It could be in the crosswatcher's chart. I don't know. I don't care. Energy is energy. It's rare I find an introverted Leo. I know at least two of them personally. One of them is a cousin of mine. But the majority of people I know with Leo placements, they're very extroverted. They're very about society. They're about trends and so on down that line. And it's one of those things that gets really annoying is if you're not on trend, they're not really going to go out of their way to befriend you and so on down that line. And I think what this is like with the fall of Hollywood and stuff like that, like everything comes to light at some point. We're in the age of Aquarius. This stuff can't be hidden anymore. And I said a long time ago, water is not hiding secrets anymore. There is a group of karmic people with fire signs could be the celebrities of Hollywood, because when you sit and look at the big three of a lot of these people, if it's not the majority of them that I came across are moon and rising signs. We have a handful that have that sun, and then there's just people with fire, like all they are is straight fire. Fire is their big three. When you look, and again, you look at the charts of these folks that are being outed, the majority of them that resorted to witchcraft and stuff like that, they have fire heavily in their chart, especially their big three. And for me to say water is not keeping secrets anymore, somebody has been working with marine spirits, but they don't have a relationship with the water element. Yeah, you got to have a natural relationship with that element. The practitioner may have had a natural relationship with that element, but the celebrity themselves did not. And I'm hearing a person say, "Ooh, she's cooking now." Water puts out fire. It doesn't sustain fire, it puts out fire. Water is the most underrated, taken for granted element there could possibly be, because what a lot of people fail to understand is water can sustain life, but water can also take life. Water is taking back what is owed to them. A fire sign or somebody with fire in their chart could owe a water sign, or somebody who is a water dominant chart. My thing is, marine spirits aren't anything to joke with. They're not anything to play about. Like, they're just not, it's not a joke. Portside cities like DC, New York, Boston, Los Angeles, New Orleans, and stuff like that, those are all big locations for workings with that element. Mainly. Personally, in my opinion, there's a difference between fresh and salt water. So either a fire sign needs to leave a water sign person alone, or they just need to quit making petitions to marine spirits because they're not listening to you. If anything, if this is a fire dominant person and they're trying to do this work on a water dominant chart, they're snitching. Like, they're going to that person they're trying to do the work on, and boy, are they snitching. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Water is not going to harm its own. And it's genuine lunacy to send a marine spirit after a water dominant person like myself. I'm so into, like, for example, I'm so in tune with nature, I can tell when the rain water is fake. These spirits know who the real deal is, so it's, oh, this is about destiny swapping. Ooh. A fire dominant chart tried to swap destinies with a water dominant chart. The problem is the water rejects this person. If anything, this element is feeling very insulted by this fire sign person. Somebody that did this is in the military. And yes, the government does use this ish. They do. Oh boy. Not really getting anything for Aries. It's really a Leo and a Sagittarian placement that's really on the chopping block right now. So ugh. Just leave shit alone, whoever you are. Like, just stop. Like, just stop.